Hey everybody, welcome to another video. So not really a lot planned today, so I thought maybe I should do a Q&A because you guys sort of enjoy that, and I put out a tweet saying I'm doing a Q&A video right now, and there are over 30 questions, which is not bad considering I only posted it like an hour ago. So let's run through some of these questions, shall we? Okay, so first one, AJ Nerd Swag. Hey Jake, how old were you when you started playing guitar? Favorite brand, electric, acoustic, favorite pedal, and favorite guitarist? Okay, lots of favorites in there. I'll be happy to answer those. So how old was I when I started playing guitar? I was 11. It was my 11th birthday and I got my first electric guitar, and that's how I started. Favorite brand of electric or acoustic guitar? I don't play acoustic, but my favorite brand of electric is Schecter so far, but I am looking to switch to Agile, so if anyone from Agile is watching, I'm coming for you. Don't really have a favorite pedal because all my effects are all digital. Favorite guitarist is probably Jeff Loomis, who is currently playing for Arch Enemy. Kat Davis says, or asks, what is your favorite horror series? Video game, film, book, animation, TV show? Favorite type of sushi? Are you guys willing to visit Canada? Whoa, loads of questions on that one, so I guess there's really more than 30 questions. It's like all the questions that everyone else. Okay, so I'll answer some of these. What's your favorite horror series? Silent Hill, without a doubt. I love Silent Hill. I have Silent Hill nurses, I have Silent Hill posters, I have a Silent Hill tattoo. Silent Hill's the best. A horror film, probably The Exorcist. Book, probably The Exorcist again. Favorite type of sushi? I just like salmon sashimi. That's pretty nice. And are you guys willing to visit Canada? Yes, we actually have a few really awesome friends up in Canada, and we'd love to visit them. They're all over Canada, so I think we might have to do a bit of a tour. Sammy asks, what advice can you give those just starting YouTube, streaming or vlogging, and what program do you use to edit your videos? So I use Final Cut Pro 10 to edit my videos, and when it comes to giving advice to people starting YouTube, initially I would say don't, because I'm pretty sure something new is going to come along within the next couple of years. But if you want to build up, however plausible that is anymore, if you want to build up an audience on YouTube now and hopefully carry that over to the new platform whenever that comes out, because YouTube is slowly killing itself, then my advice would be, it's going to be really hard. The 95% of people who say they want to do vlogging or videos on YouTube stop as soon as they don't see any results. And I guess my advice is don't be that 95%. Be the other 5% that work through the difficult times and see it through to the other side. Like, I still haven't made it. I'm still working through the hard times to sort of reach the light at the other side of the tunnel. At the time of making this video, I have 13,500 subscribers. That is practically zero by today's standards. But my views aren't too bad. I mean, I know people who have like 100,000 subscribers whose views are about as good as what I have. So Jessica Lynn asks, how many accents / voices can you do? I'm seriously amazed. Well, thank you. I can do a few. It's not really something I practice. Like, usually it's just something that just pops into my head and I'll just do like a funny accent or a voice or something. But I don't know, I've always found like imitating characters' voices like really, not easy, but I just sort of know how they're doing it. And with a bit of practice, I could probably do really, really good impressions. I just don't practice. But I've managed to speak in a very convincing Southern Irish accent. I've done a very convincing Scottish. I can do several different English accents. I've done a very convincing American accent. And these are all, I say these are all convincing because I've spoken to people from these places in their own accent, and they've asked me where I was from in their own country, and I've been like, oh no, I'm not from there. Nyama asks, how do you think the style of your videos has evolved over the years, and what techniques do you want to add to your videos in the future? Well, I've done vlogging for a very long time. Even before this channel, I used to do all the vlogs on the gaming channel, and then I got really into Casey Neistat about a year and a half ago, and it got me back into vlogging, but you know, it inspired me to do a more cinematic storytelling type of vlogging rather than just this I'm just doing stuff and I happen to have a camera with me type of thing, you know? But I want to add more, you know, creative transitions. Like, my favorite one is the one where I put the hand over the lens, but I can also do this really cool one where I sort of spin the camera, and as it spins round, I'm somewhere else. Let's just cut to Dublin. Dublin. And it's very convincing. It looks like I literally just teleported. I want to do more crazy transitions. It's just you need to be very present and thinking about what you're doing with the camera and while you're talking, so there's a lot to think about to make sure that you set it up properly so there's no cuts or breaks or anything. But I want to do more creative transitions because, I don't know, I feel as though it adds a bit of a flair to my videos, and a lot of people recently have told me they love the way I edit my videos. I can only imagine they're talking about those sort of transitions that I do. Billy asks, now that you have a nice nurse figure, will you be collecting more in the future? Yes, in fact I actually have my eye on the other San Diego exclusive figure, which is the pyramid head holding the crawler, I think it's called. But it's like $200, so, and I have a lot of traveling to save up for, plus Christmas is happening, so I don't think I'll be getting that anytime soon. Sherry No asks, what camera do you use for vlogging? I use the Canon 80D. Very good camera. We All Float asks, will you ever visit other UK cities, mainly Leeds, and do meetups, gigs? Love all your channels, by the way. Thank you, We All Float. Yeah, so we actually have some very good friends of ours who live near about Leeds. And we've been invited to go over whenever we want. We're very busy and so are they. We will be going over to Leeds at some point, probably in 2018. And we'll do a meet and greet. I always love doing them. They're super fun and it's great to meet all you guys. Bilbert McBaggins. When/where was the first gig you played with a band, and what kind of music were you playing? Well, you asked two questions, so let me just answer the first one first. The first gig I ever played, I think, was 2005. And it was in this place called Haverfordwest in Wales, and it was actually a festival. And we were playing the second stage. It wasn't the main stage. In fact, the year after we played the main stage, that was pretty cool. We played, I don't know if we were playing any originals. No, we were. We were playing originals. We used to play like, do you guys remember the Poison album by Bullet My Valentine and Ascendancy by Trivium? We sounded exactly like them. So we used to do Suffocating Under Words of Sorrow, which is an old Bullet My Valentine song. We did a cover of that, which was very good, and I used to look like Matt Tuck. I wish I had an image, but I can't find it anymore. And we also used to do a cover of A Gunshot to the Head of Trepidation, which was a very difficult song back then, because it had just come out, and I was obsessed with Trivium. The other songs we did were just sort of more metalcore sort of stuff that sounded very similar to Trivium and Bullet. So I guess I've not really changed too much at all. I've just switched everything that I would play on a 6 over to a 7 and called it Gent, I guess. In May asks, you probably answered this before, but what's something you wished you knew before you started a daily vlog? Just the scheduling, because you wake up every day and you immediately think, okay, what can I do? And you know, a lot of vloggers, daily vloggers at least, live in very happening places on the planet. Like, there's a lot of daily vloggers in California. There's a lot of daily vloggers in New York. There's a lot of daily vloggers in London. Because these are really big main cities, there's a lot to do, there's a lot to see. But when you live in Belfast and you can pretty much see the entire city in one drone flight and one vlog, you know, it gets very, very difficult then to keep it fresh every single day. So I wish I knew exactly how hard it was gonna be. I think ever since I started daily vlogging, the longest amount of time I've taken off, I think, is about a week. And that was very recently. I think it was like 9 or 10 days, I think. And that's the longest I've been without uploading a video. Most of the time, it's like 4 days a week, and then I take a couple of days off. But so far, I've been doing daily since I got to California. I'm still going now. She-Wolf asks, will you be attending Summer in the City next year? And if you could live in a fictional world, what would it be? We have been to the last 3 Summer in the Cities. I think it's been 3, maybe 4. I can't remember. We're always super happy to come back as long as we're invited. So far we've been invited every single year. Very, very thankful to the managers and the organizers of Summer in the City, especially Tom as well. That guy's a machine when it comes to running that thing. So yeah, we're always happy to come back, and so far we've been invited back every year. So hopefully we'll see you guys there again next year. And as for living in a fictional world, I don't know, I'd rather just, I like the world I live in, you know? Cube Friend asks, would you ever consider writing a book? Is there going to be a music video for any of your songs? To answer your first question, no, I do not have any desire to write a book. A lot of my friends have written books, and that's their prerogative. They can do that, that's fine. Fully support anything that they want to do. But personally, I have no interest in writing a book. And is there going to be a music video? Yes, we actually have several music videos planned, and they're actually going to be really awesome. I need to find time to shoot them, because it's going to be very difficult to do daily vlogs while I'm arranging a music video. In fact, it's going to be very difficult to do daily vlogs while I'm doing the gaming channel, writing new music, doing a tour, and also, you know, doing music videos and things like that. Louise asks, if there was a part of your personality you could change, what would it be? Probably my temper. I could really do without it. Dazed Hellion asks, what would be your dream video to make? Subject, location, collaborations, people. I don't know, I've done a lot of dream collaborations already. I mean, I did a vlog with Shonduras. The guy is incredible what he does, and he's like a super fun dude as well. I've vlogged with Ross and Holly, and I've vlogged in LA. I've done a lot of dream stuff so far, but if I had to pick out something that I really wanted to do, there's two things. One is actually going to happen. I just didn't have time to do it this trip. And another one is completely fictional and probably never will happen. So the first one that is most definitely happening next time I go to LA, I just didn't have time to do it this time, is that I'm actually going to be going into the Grump space where they shoot and edit Game Grumps. And Ross is going to show me around, and I'm going to meet everybody, and I get to vlog the whole thing. I was super excited about that, but he ran out of time, I ran out of time, which sucks, but I still had a great time, so I'm not like too remorseful that I didn't get to. But next time I head to LA, it's definitely happening. So, you know, I'm super excited about that. And the other one that is completely fictional, I don't think will ever happen, is I would love to go to New York and vlog with Casey Neistat for the day. I have an electric skateboard, I have a vlogging camera and everything like that, so I'd love to just like race him down New York Street or something on my board and just vlog the whole experience of just vlogging with Casey Neistat. That would be the ultimate thing. That'd be the pinnacle of, you know, collaborations and people I'd love to do videos with. But I don't think that's ever gonna happen. Overgrown Emo Kid asks, if Pokemon were real, would you prefer to be a gym leader or travel across the land searching far and wide? I would prefer to be a Pokemon trainer because the sole purpose of a gym leader is to be defeated, and the sole purpose of a Pokemon trainer is to succeed. I'd much rather my goal be to succeed rather than be there to be defeated. So this is the last question here. Dragon's Kiss asks, what's the dumbest thing you've done that worked out pretty well? YouTube. It started off really dumb, and it's turned into this thing that now pays my bills and allows me to travel the world and wake up at any time I want, kind of. But see, the thing is, a lot of people don't really see it as a job. I had to hold back a little bit of my anger a couple of days ago. I got in a taxi. I have a very conspicuous vlogging camera. It's definitely not a hidden cam by any means. And a lot of taxi drivers sort of ask me what it is that I do and why do I have that camera and why am I getting a taxi to the gym at 1 p.m. middle of the day Wednesday, you know, when usually people are at work. And there was this one guy, and I said, oh, I do YouTube and stuff like that, and I film videos, I put them online, and then I make money, which is a very oversimplified version of what it is that I do and how I make money. But I don't really want to spend a lot of time over explaining what I do to a taxi driver. But he jokingly retorted his response. He just said, oh, so you get paid to do nothing then? You don't have to do anything? You get paid to do nothing? And in my head I was like, you. But out loud I was a little more passive, you could say. I was like, you know, when at the end of the day you get to clock out and you have days off, whereas I don't. So, because it's true, we don't have days off. Social media becomes a job when you have so many people that are contacting you on it, and emails becomes a job when you get so many of them, and video editing becomes a job when you have so much of it to do. And all of these things collaboratively become a job when you have to do them to make money. And I don't work Monday to Friday. I don't have 2 days off a week. I have to work every single day. It can be very stressful, especially considering that most jobs give you a daily plan of what they want you to do. You go into work and you're handed some sort of document or an email that pretty much just outlines what your job is for the day, so you know what you're doing. But when it comes to YouTube, you have to figure out what that is. You have to think of something every single day if you're daily. You have to think of something that people would want to watch. You're capable of filming and you have enough time to edit and get up on time. And the problem with daily vlogging is, and to answer the question previously, the thing that I wish I'd known about daily vlogging is you're gonna have to make a lot of sacrifices. People don't realize this because I do a lot of fun things in my videos, but you're gonna have to say no to a lot of stuff. And I'm starting to realize that more and more. I'm still learning through this whole daily vlogging thing, but sometimes you will be invited out to do something, or people will ask you to come out and do stuff, or they'll suggest that we go somewhere, and I'm gonna have to say no. because I need enough time to edit the video and get it up on time so that I'm not eating into the next day editing the vlog. So a lot of the times, and this isn't too bad for me, because I don't like these sort of situations. People, like, usually at an end of a night, especially when you're hanging out with YouTubers, it usually ends going out at night, almost every night of the week. You know, you'll be going out to clubs or bars or whatever, and usually I'm gonna have to say no to these things, even though I want to, but a lot of these bars and clubs don't allow cameras, which is incredibly stupid and irritating, but it cuts into my editing time. So I'm gonna have to say no to a lot of that stuff. And if I have editing to do in the morning, you can say goodbye to breakfast. You're not gonna have time to eat it because you have to edit. Editing takes a very long time to do. Okay, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. I had a great day today because I made it a great day. I fixed my sleeping schedule. I'm super happy about it. I'll see you guys tomorrow.